Hello. in the blue today. I was going to continue the story about strange relationships in men and so forth, but I maybe give that a rest. And I've had a feeling today to talk about walk-ins. I saw on the internet there are 2 or 3 people talking about them, but nobody's actually been one. Well, I am. So I thought I'd just tell a little story, just because there are so many people now apparently coming in during this very difficult time, um, to do this job, and it is a mission we're on. We come from different galaxies apparently, far and wide. I'm not a local resident, and it seems that people that are coming from far and wide because there's so much help needed at this time. That makes sense to me, actually. So here I go. It started when I was about 6.5, actually. I had a very bad abscess in my ear. The pain was incredible, although I can't really remember it. I was rushed into hospital for a major operation, and during which time the soul that was in my body at the time left, and my soul came in. Now, how that happens is my mother was carrying, when she was expecting, my soul that came in was too strong for her, but it had to have certain karmic patterns. So a soul stood in for me. It's a service. It's not, as some people think, a haphazard thing. It's a service the soul does for another soul, and it takes a millionth of a second for the soul that's been in the body for 6.5 years to leave and let the other one come in. And nobody would know the difference. My parents wouldn't know a difference about the soul before and this one, and I didn't obviously feel the difference. The first thing I saw when I woke up was the hospital bed, and it was a dreadful time for me because there was nobody there. I didn't have the happy clappy birth that some babies do, and of course not all babies do, but I wasn't born. I wasn't earthed through the womb of the mother, and I had nobody there to welcome me at all, not doctors or anybody. I was lying in this bed, totally bereft, wondering where was I, what was I doing? But of course at 6.5 I hadn't got anything, a frame of reference at all, so it was really just the way it was. And everyone was very kind, but in those days parents weren't allowed to visit. This is going back a long time. I'm going to let you guess how old I am. Well, you see, the thing is, this body's about 70 years old. No, it isn't. It's 79 years old. But my soul's only 72, because the body was already 6.5 to 7 when I came in. So my frustration is right now, I look like an old lady, but actually I'm 10 years younger. But of course the physical body wins because it's here on the physical plane. So I do get very frustrated because I know that I'm not really this old. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But it's true. I woke up in this bed, and the nurses didn't explain that nobody could visit me because I was having penicillin injections. They'd just been invented. This was just after the war years. They'd just been invented, and so I was being pumped full of penicillin, which did my immune system a lot of harm, as you can imagine. And then one day I saw these 2 people standing outside the window, and I recognised them as my parents. Because you see, the soul that was in here before obviously had memories, experiences. I questioned this really because I think I had a second-hand body. I mean, I have second-hand clothes and second-hand men and second-hand homes. I think I even had a second-hand body. So I don't know what patterns it's hold, what illnesses the soul brought in with it, what belief patterns. So there's a bit of a conflict really. When I do my birth chart, I have to look at the age of the soul that came in and my physical age. I'm a Taurus by this earth plane. I think I'm Leo by the other one. I've got to look into it a bit more. So there's a duality there already. So it's quite difficult for me to sort of find a true self, if you know what I mean. I think this has been part of my mission, is to find this true self, but also to take on the mission of whatever I'm here to do. It really is to carry a certain pattern. I was told I have to be here, and there are obviously other people. People have to hear my voice. My voice carries a certain coding that wakes people up into this new dimension, and the code that I carry in my voice and in my being has to be here on this earth plane. Believe me, yeah, I didn't know all this, obviously. I found all this out recently, which is very useful to know. So, yeah, people say you're not grounded. Well, no, I'm not. I have to work very hard at it to really be here. And I do get afraid because I don't really want to be here. I mean, let's face it, it's a bit difficult at the moment. I love planet Earth. I love nature. I love all those things. But I do find the people difficult. I've never really got on with people. I can chat to anybody, I can relate to anybody from a dustman to the Queen, but I've never had really close friends or people that understand me because the vibration I carry, people feel unnerved by it, I think. I think I'm getting better at integrating it into the earth plane, but years ago when I was a kid at school, I was told I was so terribly unhappy that I actually closed my heart chakra, and it's taken me all these years to open it up again. And it's been difficult for my family, especially my daughter. I don't know whether she would understand that. But anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm just passing the information on because apparently there are so many of us now descending into this plane, and I think you may come across people that are feeling very, very lonely, and they say, I don't know why I'm here, I don't want to be here, I don't feel as though I'm human, and we're not. We're from other dimensions, other experiences, and the human form is the most difficult to carry. I don't like it. I lie down in the afternoon and thank God for that. I find carrying the physical body is very, very difficult for me. So if anybody, that resonates with that and finds that reassuring, or anybody meets somebody that's feeling very lonely and very sad because you have to leave your home behind, all the familiar, the familiar faces and places, and you come into an alien planet, an alien lifetime, and people that don't like you particularly because they do find you difficult because you're so far advanced, you see, in your thoughts and your feelings, and you've got so much information which you really can't share with anybody unless you meet someone of like mind, and they're very hard to find because where I live is a very small town. I live here on my own. It's very small and very lonely and very ancient and very archaic. It's almost like farming country, and and I get so frustrated. So this is why I do the videos, because it puts me in touch with an energy that I have to express anyway. Okay, I think that's perhaps all for now. I don't know how I look because I take my glasses off. I usually wear glasses and I put contact lenses in for this, but I thought tonight, no, let's just do it without glasses. I don't need to see myself. I don't particularly want to see myself. I have my yearly haircut, as you can probably see. I thought I'd better get a haircut in before the new restrictions come in case I can't get it done. So anyway, there we go. And look, if anyone's got any questions about this, you can write to me and ask me, please do, because these sort of things are difficult to understand, and I'm sure people would like to know more about them. And I'm sure I haven't covered all the aspects really, but I do know that most of my time I'm not here. I mean, I spend all day on my own in this bungalow, all night I don't sleep. I love the stars, I go outside and look at the stars, so I'm definitely galactic, I think you would call it galactic, and it is very, very painful being here, I can assure you. So whoever is watching this that feels like that, you're not alone. Take care, dear ones. God bless for now. Put my glasses on to see what I'm doing. Bye bye.